having good skin quality is very important. All my staff know when your skin quality is good, put on a little bit of makeup, it stays very well. Even if you don't put makeup like Vera, she just put on a little bit of sunblock, she comes to work. It saves her time. The
Saves
sunblock,
money.
it saves money. Yeah. And the sunblock stays better.
Glass skin has taken over social media. That ultra smooth, poreless, almost translucent glow everyone seems to want. But is it totally realistic, or is it another beauty trend driven by filters and lighting? Today, we are joined by Dr. Lam, Medical Director of Ageless Medical, and Dr. Vera, Aesthetic Doctor of Ageless Medical, to join us to break it down what glass skin actually means. What's real, what's hype, and what healthy skin truly looks like. So before we begin today's session, we're going to start off with our myth or fact section. So our first statement of the day for Dr. Vera, hydration is the foundation of glass skin. Is this a myth or a fact?
So this is definitely a fact because we all know that with hydrated skin, it reflects light better, giving your skin a look of translucent, dewy, as well as a glass-like finish. And that being said, without moisture, your skin just looks dull, it looks uneven, it looks very rough. So which is why we always say that ingredients like hyaluronic acid, ceramides, glycerin, they actually keep the skin looking very plump and smooth.
And does glass skin means being poreless, Dr. Lam?
That's a fact. We know that skin quality, according to a study published in 2021, it takes into effect 4 concepts. One is skin firmness, one is skin surface evenness, which means no scars, no pores. One is skin tone evenness, so your skin tone is very nice and even. And of course, skin glow. And we're talking about glass skin glow, skin radiance. So I think when people talk about glass skin, it also means poreless.
I see. So we also hear a lot about makeup itself. Can makeup alone create glass skin?
I think these days, with very good makeup and makeup artists, it is very possible to create a glass skin dewy look with just pure makeup. That having said, we also know that if you have a good foundation, your skin quality is very good, definitely it makes your makeup better, stays better, and it makes the job of a makeup artist easier because when you have a good, nice canvas, when you paint on the canvas, it's actually very easy to glide on and the makeup stays better. So definitely you can create a glass skin look with good makeup artist, but it's made easier if you have a good foundation, that is good skin quality.
So it complements each other.
Yes, correct.
Now let's dive deeper into what glass skin really is and why has glass skin become such a big trend globally? What do you think, Dr. Lam?
Actually, this glass skin, dewy, porcelain-looking skin started way back in 2011. It's not new anymore. It started, of course, from none other than Korea. So in those days, the Koreans are very crazy about dewy, porcelain-looking skin. And of course, it is made famous by all the K-pop artists, the celebrities, and of course, all the makeup that you have in Korea that makes all these influencers, celebrities looking very good on social media with poreless, radiant looking skin. And then this thing catches on and people started to talk about glass skin, porcelain skin, because we know that healthy skin exudes health and vitality. When you have healthy skin, it equates to you being very healthy and a lot of vitality, right? And then it evolves into using treatments to create that glass skin, the dewy look without any makeup. So this is how the whole thing evolved. Today it's still very popular. Not only now, way back in 2011, I already know glass skin, dewy skin is very, very popular. Made famous by the Koreans, of course.
So when we talk about glass skin also, right, what are the components of the skin that contributes to this glass skin look?
Good question. So we know, right, the skin is the largest organ in the human body. And the skin basically is made up of about 80 to 90% of collagen. And collagen is very important because it gives our skin the structure and the support. It makes up about maybe 1 to 3% of hyaluronic acid. And hyaluronic acid is very important because it draws in more than 1,000 its weight in water. So when you draw the water into the dermis layer of the skin or the 真皮层, the skin gets plumps up, it gets hydrated, and then you look nice. Of course, the last component of the skin that is very, very important is elastin. Elastin makes up about they're about 2 to 5%. And elastin gives the skin the bounce and elasticity. So all these are the very important component of the skin that we will lose as we age due to either the intrinsic factors, the natural process of aging itself. You age, you lose collagen, elastin, you lose hyaluronic acid, or accelerated by photoaging.
I see. So I think nowadays there's also a lot of products out there that supports these three components. So we have collagen, hyaluronic, and elastin. So these are the three most important components when it comes to glass skin effect.
That's correct.
So I think now the biggest question is, how do we achieve the glass skin look? Dr. Vera, this is a difficult question. We leave it to you.
Okay,
so-
Vera answer difficult question.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you guys my four steps, okay? So the first is cleansing and exfoliation. What we need to do is to remove your impurities as well as your dead skin gently. As a rule of thumb, I always say that try to exfoliate, 1 to 3 times a week, depending on your skin type. Personally, I like using chemical exfoliants like AHA, otherwise known as alpha hydroxy acid, BHA, beta hydroxy acid, to help with my skincare routine as well. The second one is hydration and skin barrier. Okay, so using toners, essence, and serums that have the ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, ceramides, peptides, they can all help to retain water. Third one, and I think as per our previous podcast, we have been all discussing about sun protection. Sun protection is key, okay, because what you want to do is to protect your skin foundation, decrease the inflammation, to decrease the pigmentation, decrease the aging. And the fourth one is that we need to be very consistent, okay, you need to repeat, do this every day. And what is very important is that patience is key. You can't, just do this one day and then in 24 hours, tomorrow when you wake up, you expect your skin to look dewy and glowy. It just doesn't happen like this, yeah.
Nice. So the for the glass skin look, it requires a consistent effort in terms of skincare routine also.
Oh, definitely, as with everything in life.
Nice. What if I'm a bit more impatient? I want it to become faster. Are there treatments available for this?
I think treatments, there are a lot, especially in our clinic, right? We just shared, we have a whole repertoire of treatments from non-invasive to minimally invasive to help to improve skin quality. When we lose all these three as we age, so how we're going to replace them, right? So you think about it logically, if you lose hyaluronic acid, the best way to replace it is by injecting it directly into the skin. So what product contains hyaluronic acid? We have this regenerative skincare products. We call it injectable skincare that contains pure hyaluronic acid. It is made up of both high and low molecular weight hyaluronic acid. When you inject it into the skin, either using 10 injection point in the face, 10 injection point on the neck, or you inject using a cannula, you inject it into the deep dermis of the skin. It will help to absorb water into the skin. It plumps up the skin. At the same time, this product has regenerative properties. It can stimulate your skin to produce its own collagen, own elastin. So you see, Q2, 3 birds with one stone, right? You inject hyaluronic acid, it regenerates collagen and elastin. Yeah. So this is a very good injectable skincare. They have a newer formulation with higher concentration of hyaluronic acid. This one we inject a little bit deeper into the fat layer. So this product is able to help to revive fat cells. So this higher concentration of hyaluronic acid, we inject it into the fat layer of the skin. What it does is that it will help to create an environment that is very conducive to revive the fat cells, to make the fat cells healthy again. And of course, when the fat cells are healthier, it can indirectly stimulate also the upper layer of the skin layers, right, to produce more collagen and elastin, and then it can result in a tightening effect, hydrating effect. So that's number one. Number two, you can use also polynucleotides. Vera has already explained to us very clearly, either derived from trout sperm DNA or salmon sperm DNA. So these are products that can actually repair the skin damage by aging or by the sun, and it can help to replace what we've lost. They're very biocompatible with human DNA. Then you also can inject products containing PDLLA. PDLLA are actually biostimulator products that can stimulate our skin to produce its own collagen and elastin. Of course, there are other skin boosters, meaning other products that contain hyaluronic acid that we can inject very superficially to replace of what we have lost, to repair the skin and to give you that dewy, porcelain-looking skin. Yeah. Okay. So these are the injectables. If non-injectables, you can do actually microneedling radiofrequency treatments. You can do lasers, but to be honest, lasers is good for pigmentation. It can stimulate collagen to grow, but too much lasers can actually dry skin. So at the end of the day, when we do lasers, we have to be very careful. It has to be done under trained hands and trained doctors. And you may have to combine a little bit of lasers with other skincare products to hydrate skin or other injectable that will hydrate skin. Yeah.
So from what I'm hearing, the daily skincare is very important for our daily maintenance. But if you want a bit more to replace the lost elastin, collagen, as well as hyaluronic acid, we need to do a bit more of the injectables. Is that what we're hearing?
I think at the end of the day, it's very logical. You lose something into the skin, the best way to replace it is by injecting it directly to replace what you have lost.
Nice. That's the most direct treatment
Yes,
method.
correct.
Also. Right. So how do genetics and lifestyle factors influence the possibility of achieving glass skin, Dr. Vera?
So I think we always like to blame something, and what's a convenient thing to blame will be genetics, and rightly so. Okay, genetics actually determine your pore size, your baseline hydration, oiliness, collagen density, as well as skin texture. Okay, but I think what we often overlook and what we often don't really think about is lifestyle factors as well. So for some people who are constantly sleep deprived, they work very late into the night, they work many hours a day. If they are stressed, both physically, mentally, or if they even have infrequent meals, poor diet, you may notice that as compared to someone who is sleeping well, eating well, not so stressed, these people who are stressed, their skin is going to look more dull, more uneven. And also another lifestyle factor would be smoking as well as alcohol. We all know that they can actually reduce collagen, reduce skin elasticity as well as hydration.
See. So for glass skin wise, is it just purely about how you look, or does it also reflect your skin health in general, Dr. Lam?
Okay, every one of us want to have very radiant and very glowing skin. Why? This is universal. All culture, all ethnic groups, everybody want to have radiant and healthy looking skin. Because radiant skin exudes health and vitality. And we know that having radiant and glowing skin is very important for looking attractive, right? If your skin is radiant and glowing, it reflects that you're healthy. In fact, if you just Google skin quality, how it affects a person's look, you have hundreds of clinical papers that comes out that tells you skin quality significantly influences a person's perception of age, of attractiveness, of youth, of health. What does it mean? That means if your skin quality is good, you tend to look younger than your actual age. When skin quality is good, is radiant and healthy, it means you also has a lot of health and vitality. And of course, as I mentioned to you, there are studies done to show that good skin quality makes you look more attractive. Even sometimes when you have acne problem, it could be an imbalance of your hormonal issues, or it could be due to late night sleep and all that. And in my practice, I always tell my patient, sometimes it doesn't matter if you've got a bit of wrinkles, if your face is a bit saggy, especially for older patients, because sometimes they want to have very, very tight skin, they want to have totally no wrinkles. I said, not possible, right? If you've got wrinkles in your neck and your hands and everywhere else, your face is lineless and flawless, you look weird. But I think having good skin quality is very important. All my staff know, when your skin quality is good, you put on a little bit of makeup, it stays very well. Even if you don't put makeup like Vera, she just put on a little bit of sunblock, she comes to work. It saves her time. The
Saves
sunblock,
money.
it saves money. Yeah. And the sunblock stays better and so on and so forth. So I think it's really very important to have good skin quality versus, making the skin no lines and all that. Yeah.
I think it's actually how you look. You look younger also.
Absolutely,
That's the secret
yeah.
to looking
Yeah.
younger. So Dr. Vera, just now you mentioned about skincare treatment and skincare maintenance also. So for our users out there, how should they start to layer products for glass skin look?
Yeah. So you're exactly right that we need to layer, all right? So I recommend layering light product to heavy product. So your first thing would be your hydration base. Okay, so these are your toners, your essence. Secondly will be targeted treatment. So things like serum ampoules that actually target hydration, target brightening, target anti-aging. And the third one is using your moisturizer to actually seal in this hydration for better barrier support as well. And fourth, as you know, we keep mentioning over and over and over again, our favorite product, it is sunscreen to actually offer your skin sun protection. A pro tip is that each layer should be absorbed fully by your skin before you layer on the next, because otherwise over layering that can actually dilute the product, or even worse, clog your pores and your skin and make your skin look worse than what you wish lah.
So you should wait a while before you apply the next
Yes.
set of treatments also.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Do you have any tips for our audience here to achieve the glass skin effect? A final tip for them?
At the end of the day, simple things you want to start off with is when you are younger, as we mentioned, good skin protection, use good skincare, all right, for the face and the neck. These are the two main factors I feel. And as you grow older, of course, if you want to do prejuvenation, you want to prophylactically delay the process of aging, you can start with simple things. I feel like facial, good facial like Hydra facial, to maintain a clean skin. Then when you are ready, or as you become older, we know you start to lose collagen from the age of 20 years old at 1% a year, until the age of 40, when the amount of collagen you lose from your skin far outweigh the amount of collagen that you can produce, then you may want to start to consider some injectable to help to replenish what you've lost.
Yeah, that's a very logical approach also. You're tackling things at different stages of life too. Dr. Vera, anything else to add on?
No, I think I fully agree with what Dr. Lam say. I always say, start from simple things. So, your skincare first and your sun protection. And, after that, then we can always discuss a bit further.
Nice. Okay, and that wraps up today's episode. Glass skin, the Korean beauty standard taking over the internet. A big thank you again to Dr. Lam and Dr. Vera for helping us to understand what glass skin really means, and what's realistic, and what habits truly make a difference. So remember, healthy, hydrated skin is always in style, and the glow comes from care, consistency, and protection, not just products or trends itself. So if you enjoyed today's episode, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and see you in the next one.
Bye. So I think in this aspect, healthy skin makes you look attractive. Healthy skin also means that you have good skin barrier function. It also means that it is more hydrated. So it equates to actually also internal health, I feel.